Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the player ratings, but let me just start by saying this is the second time. You know, today's been a bit of a funny one when it comes to...
The equipment has been messing up today. Messed up on one interview earlier.
Yeah, and now this.
Lee's interview.
Yeah, Lee's.
And then it messed up today on the player ratings, the card corrupted. But we are here to bring you player ratings, especially after us getting a win.
Yeah.
So, so we come back to the studio and we thought we'd do it here.
Well, let's do it here. It's nice in the warmth.
By the way, sorry to Mark, because Marty was actually on the original player ratings and he was brilliant. But sorry, Marty.
Yeah,
let's do it again.
Yeah, file corrupted. Let's get straight into it then, Rob. Let's talk through the players' ratings, starting obviously in goal, David Raya.
I thought David Raya today, even though I don't remember him having to make any saves.
No. 0 on target.
Any. I don't think
that Nottingham Forest had no shots.
You know, especially like a save where he's had to fall to the ground or anything. I don't think he's touched the ground today. Right? But what he did do is distribution today. Some of the passes he played was sublime. You know what I mean? It was like having Kevin De Bruyne in goal. I mean, he was fantastic. And, and his handling, because what Forest are trying to do, obviously, especially late in the game, trying to swing balls into the box for the big guys. They've got a lot of big players. But he came and he handled very, very well. I thought, even though he had nothing to do, what he did do, he did brilliantly. And his distribution, by the way, is fantastic. And I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Seems fair.
Yeah, high mark for someone who didn't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed watching him today. And he just brings a calmness. How would he get to 9 or 10s? Because people will say he got a clean sheet, distribution good. Yeah, he would have got to a 9 or 10 if he had loads of saves to make and that, or he had a few good saves, but he didn't have no saves to make. Forest literally didn't lay a glove on us.
Amen to that.
Did not get near us.
Big up David Raya, great high claims as well. We're crossing into the box. Let's go to our right back, Enduring Timber, Robbie.
What a performance by him as well. Played really, really well. We know that Ben White's out for 3 months. Really is what they're saying, which is a massive blow. But in Yuri and Timber, you've got a player that's, more than adequate cover. I mean, there was a lot of people arguing that even if Ben White was fit, that he should be starting anyway. You know what I mean? He's really aggressive. He's quick. His link-up play today with Saka was good as well. Really good. And I thought he had an outstanding game.
Glad you saw that, because I agree.
Outstanding. 8.
More complete than Ben White?
No, listen, you can't say that because Ben White has been, Ben White did that consistently for the last few seasons, But what I can say is that if he continues that way, he's going to give Ben White a problem when Ben White gets fit, because that was a very good display today.
It's very good from Jurien Timber. Let's go into our centre-back pairing, starting with William Saliba.
Brilliant. Yep. Absolutely brilliant today. The tactic of Nottingham Forest today is get the ball up to Awoniyi. He's quick, he's strong, Awoniyi, as Ty's in the studio has reminded me. He's quick, he's strong, but they couldn't handle him. He couldn't handle Saliba today. Saliba was quick and strong as well.
He tried to wrestle with him though.
Tried to wrestle with him a couple of times.
Saliba's
just like, he was fantastic today. 8 out of 10 for Saliba.
And his partner, Gabriel Magalhaes.
The same. Gabriel as well. They won everything in the air. Again, as I said, the tactic of Nottingham Forest up front was all about physicality, and they handled that very easily. You're not going to out-muscle them too. So 8 out of 10 for Gabriel as well.
That's 4 8s actually. The goalkeeper, right back, centre back.
Kept a clean sheet.
Fair. Let's go to our left back. Obviously, Ben White going out for his surgery. I know he plays right back, but that's allowed Calafiori to come back in after his injury. What do you rate Calafiori now?
No, maybe Calafiori, he's come back. It'd probably be a 7. Slightly. I don't know. No, but you know what? I'm going to give him an 8. You know what? I'm going to give him an 8, right? Because he hasn't played for a while. He's been out injured. You come back into, on paper, a very tough game. We know that the strength of Nottingham Forest are the 2 wide players in Alanga and Hudson-Odoi. And, both of those were very, very quiet today. And so got to big up those 2 wing-backs in, Timber and also in Calafiori. So actually 8.
Yeah, I think 8's fair. And listen, we filmed the player ratings already, so got to say what Marty said. He said at Bologna you see Calafiori doing the marauding runs.
Yeah, marauding runs, can carry the ball, and he was getting up there. We saw that today. So he played very well.
I think 8's fair. Let's go into midfield. Jorginho.
I thought Jorginho did all right.
He was playing
He
well.
got hooked at half time, but that doesn't really tell the full story because he was playing all right, but he picked up that yellow card, which, by the way, that was one of them where he took one for the team. He had to do that. Alanga is lightning quick. He was away, and basically Jorginho just used all his experience and come over and barged him out of play, right? And he picked up it was a yellow card. He picked up a yellow card, and then after that, he's got a problem because, especially in the second half, and that's why he got hooked.
You think that's the sole reason, yeah?
Sole reason he got hooked was that. But up until then, he's playing all right. So 7. I'm going to give him a 7 because he did get hooked.
Yeah, 7. I think Jorginho had a really good game. But yeah, you're right. I think it's for the reasons of don't want to get any more players red carded because we know how that ends normally.
Yeah, exactly. Especially that would have given, because it was very similar to the Brighton game. We was in complete control of that.
It's very true.
Then 10 men, then the game changed. So it was a wise move by Mikel Arteta.
He's learning. Let's go to Mikel Merino.
250th game. He should be.
Well said. Mikel Merino. I mean, a lot of fans have criticised him very early on, so I think it's a bit too ridiculous. Soon. But yeah,
he had a good game today.
Really good game today.
Very good game. Very comfortable on the ball. Helped move that ball forward and quickly at times. And I thought he had a very good game. Unlucky to have his goal disallowed, which took an age by VAR to come to a decision. I haven't seen it back. It must have been close for them to take so long. And I thought he had a good game. And some of the ridiculous criticism of Mikel Merino that I've seen over the past few weeks. Listen, I get the frustration of fans. I get the fact that we kind of need players
to step up straight away.
But let's remember, this guy's had no pre-season. This guy broke his, or fractured his shoulder in his first training session, right? Was been out for ages. And then do we expect a player to just immediately come back in like that and immediately be,
fix all our problems straight away? No, it's not.
It's gonna. We got to have a little bit of patience. And the last couple of games, he's played well. He played well against Chelsea. He scored against Liverpool, and a very good performance today. So I'm gonna give him.
It's tough. Jorginho gave 7.
I'm gonna give him an 8 as well.
Fair, yeah, I'm going
to give him an 8 as well.
He's one of the standout players.
Played well.
I said on the watch if he's in contention for man of the match. I think he was really good.
Very well.
So big up Mikel, and we saw the shades of the quality against Chelsea. I think this game we really saw what he can bring to this Arsenal side, and going forward, let's hope it continues.
Yeah.
Our captain, Martin Odegaard.
Look, the star of the show. He was absolutely brilliant. The way he controlled everything from start until he got subbed off. He was the master of ceremonies, man. He just orchestrated everything. The way he just turns away from players. My only criticism of him today was he could have got more shots off.
Right.
But I guess that comes with a bit of rustiness. You're a bit rusty. So maybe, but he had an assist. He was just...
Yeah.
It's what we've missed. He's been absolutely incredible today. And played well in the game against Chelsea. And you see that Arsenal, different team with him in it.
It's unbelievable.
Different team. Unbelievable. 9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of 10?
I think...
Yeah, you know what player's coming next, so you have to decide if you're going to... 9 out of 10 is a high
I'm going to give my man in the match, The reason why I'm going to give it to him, even though the next player we're going to talk about had a goal and an assist.
Yeah, correct.
But just the mere fact of how long he's been out and to come in and put in a performance like that and to make such a difference to how the team plays, yeah.
Fair.
Odegaard today, my man.
Man of the match for Odegaard from Robbie there, 9 out of 10. That assist, that weight of pass for Saka was wicked as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, but let's go to the player I just mentioned there,
Bukayo Saka. Listen, we were arguing before the actual game on the starting 11. Me and Julian were arguing. Julian keeps saying this thing about he needs a rest. And my thing is,
why would he rest him for this guy? Is he because he's come back from injury?
Because he picked up a knock. He picked up that knock at Chelsea. He didn't play in the international break. And Julian's always obsessed with, we got to protect him. Protect this guy from where?
Yeah, I used to be like that. But now you need to play
what it is, right?
You do.
He's our best player. Him and Martin Odegaard, those two guys are our best players. If they're fit, they play. Simple as, right? You can rest them in Carabao Cups and FA Cups. But when it comes to the Premier League and Champions League, those two guys, if they're fit, they play every game. And now the point I always make to Julian is Salah doesn't get rested by Liverpool. Haaland doesn't get rested by City when it comes to the Premier League, because you want your best players on the pitch at all times. And he showed that today. You know what I mean? His first goal was so important. Remember, we ain't been banging in goals.
Yeah, what a goal it was.
What a goal. And then it weren't just that. It was just that first half by him. He was cooked.
Yeah.
Their defence. Their right back. I mean, I felt sorry. Left back, sorry. I felt sorry for him.
Yeah, getting smoked.
He got absolutely destroyed. And it's not because he's a poor player. It's just because Saka's that good. And great goal. He had an assist as well. You could argue that he is the man of the match, but I'm giving it to Odegaard just because he's been away for so long. But it just shows you the importance of those two players. And, you know, Ty said it in his interview. I saw that thing as well from Paul Parker. I had to wonder if Paul Parker is still watching football, because there are some of these ex-players. Sometimes they were great players. Don't get me wrong. Paul Parker was a great player for Man United, right? But I really have to question: do they watch football? Do they watch football week in, week out?
We said it was overrated, didn't he?
For him to say that Saka's overrated is absolutely ridiculous. He's underrated in my books. This guy is absolutely world class, right? And he does it consistently.
Yeah, he does, to be fair.
Every single week he's there. You might have the odd off game, but he always there, makes an impact, and you saw it again today. Brilliant.
When you said about, you know, shouldn't rest him, is that also in like the latter stages of cups? So you say FA Cup semis or finals, you play. You have to play Carabao Cup.
If a game's important, he plays.
Fair.
Simple.
Just for clarity, because I want to get clarity on that. And also, when he was running before his shot, were you screaming pass because there was moments he should have passed, or were you?
I was actually screaming that he should have shot earlier.
Yeah, fair.
Right, but he was trying to work the opening, and he did. So what am I to say?
Yeah, fair. Yeah? All right, let's go to the other wing. Let's go to Leandro Trossard, Robbie.
I thought Trossard was good today. You know what I mean? He's had some, you know, poor games in recent weeks, but I thought he came on nice little cameo against Chelsea. And then today in the first half, the second half he dropped a bit, but in the first half he was very good. I'll probably give him a 7.
Okay,
7 for Leandro Trossard. It was 9, by the way. Saka, I'll give him a 9, right?
You say 9, yeah, for Saka?
Yeah, Saka's a 9 in case I didn't.
Okay, so Odegaard and Saka
both get 9s, but a man of the match goes to
Odegaard. And then Trossard's a 7. So if Trossard's a 7, what do you give Gabriel Jesus on number 9 today?
You know what I mean? Again, it's another game where he's played, you know, the manager's put his faith in him, played him up front as a striker. And he didn't score, and you judged on score. He actually did play all right.
Yeah,
defensive duties. He got through lots of hard work. He had that shot where he just curled it just wide. But he's a striker. He hasn't scored. Give him a. Was he as good as Trossard today? Trossard was good in that first half.
Yeah, Trossard missed. I mean, he's
6.
Lost the ball, but 6.
Yeah, 6 for Jesus.
I think 6 is fair.
Didn't really seize his opportunity, did he?
6 is fair. I think I've rated him a 6 as well. I think a 6 is fair. Just quickly, it's a weak kind of argument here. But did the team look better with Jesus in, or can you not say that? Is it more?
No, I think it looks better with Havertz playing up top, because it's more of a focal point.
Right.
I think Jesus today, I was watching his positional play, he drops so deep.
So deep, yeah, fair.
And he's out wide a lot. He's not really in the... That's one of the problems at Arsenal. We don't have that players in the box to seize on opportunities. Havertz is a bit more than him, but I just didn't like his positional play today.
That's fair. It's a fair assessment. Let's run through the subs. Start with Jakub Kivior.
5.
Yeah, standard.
Zinchenko? Same, 5.
Okay, cool.
Standard 5.
Thomas Partey?
No.
5.
He was superb. And if Thomas Partey had played the whole game, he'd be up in a 9 as well. I'm probably going to give him an 8 only because he only played one half. But in that one half, he was brilliant. He controlled the midfield, just sat deep, just sprayed it around. He also put in some great tackles when they were trying to run through the thing, and great little blocks and interceptions. And then the goal was a brilliant finish, man. You know what I mean? Fantastic finish. And he made us unbelievable impact.
Best midfielder so far for Arsenal?
He's been Arsenal's best midfielder this season.
Because
obviously Odegaard's been missing for a while, but He's been better than Rice. He's been better than Marino. He's been our best midfielder.
I see a lot of fans saying that. I'm just wanting. I think Odegaard may take that mantelpiece. But
Remember at the start of the season, there was a lot of people saying, "Get rid of him."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even after a couple of games, oh, he's slow. What it was, the guy weren't fully fit yet. Now he's fully fit. You know what I mean? He's getting around the pitch a lot. He looks the Thomas Partey of a couple of seasons ago.
There was a lot of conversation we had on the Matchday Live. Let me ask you this: would you offer him another contract?
Definitely.
Wow.
I'll definitely extend his contract.
Wow. Okay.
Definitely. I mean, I think Arsenal should be looking at that now to try and give him a 1 year extension.
At the moment. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, because his contract's up at the end of the season. I would definitely be trying to get a 1 year extension, because even if he's just in there as cover, I mean, to have that quality to come off the bench, I know. Listen, you can understand why Arsenal have been, because his injury record's been horrendous.
Yeah,
but
exactly
I think Thomas Partey is one of the best midfielders in the league.
Okay. Raheem Sterling.
Well done to him. Came on,
actually,
was effective, got an assist, looked effective. You know, it was a little short cameo, but I felt really good for him because, you know, people have been saying, "Oh, you know, what was the point?" Even me, I've been sort of questioning and thinking, "What's the point? We don't play him." Yeah. But he came on today and he was effective. Assist.
It's important. Big
assist, and nice little link-ups with Ethan Nwaneri. So,
some confidence, yeah,
let me give him a 7.
The player just mentioned.
Nwaneri, again, another brilliant cameo. He gets at 8. What a superstar kid we got on our hands. He just goes about his business quietly, but he's so good.
Are fans being too reactionary about we should be starting him, or do you agree with Arteta seems to be protecting him?
You know, maybe he should have started, like, you know, a few weeks ago. He should have been starting more games. And now Martin Odegaard's back. He ain't going to start, is he? Because Odegaard is so good. But what I would say about Ethan Nwaneri, he's an option. He carries the ball like no other player can in that midfield for Arsenal. He's not scared to shoot. As soon as he came on, did that little step over, had that shot, just went wide. Brilliant. He scores goals. You know what I mean? We saw him, he scored, goals in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
And now he scored in the league. This kid is one of the biggest talents in the Premier League right now.
He's fantastic.
17 years old. Remember a couple of seasons ago when I think it's Jason Cundy on the radio was saying, "Oh, Arteta, it's all about him," and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nah, it weren't all about him. He knew it was seeing. This kid is a star.
That's a great point. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's 15 years old, made that debut, and Jason Cundy, what a fool for thinking, it was all about him. Well done to Ethan Nwaneri. Then, what a goal, what a talent. Let's just hope we hold on to him, protect him, and nurture him, because I don't want any other clubs sniffing around, because he's a big talent. That's all for the subs. Let me. Ty he's awake. The referee. The referee
today. What is he coming in to say? What are you going to
go? Wait.
No, come here and say what you got to say.
Come then, stand and just. You know what I mean? Go on, because you wanted to cuss him. Go on.
Yeah. Thank you, Cecil. Yeah.
Anthony Cooper, I think is.
Anthony Cooper, another Anthony Taylor. Gosh. I can't understand. I was saying to you and Robbie that he didn't, like Robbie saying, the rules over twice. They threw. Twice. Thank you.
Well, not that close.
Go on.
Twice they threw the ball away. No booking. It was just unbelievable.
Well, Ty, what it is, right? I feel that these referees now have been told that don't go mad on the bookings for, you know.
Does that annoy you though?
Of course it annoys me, and it's exactly what I predicted would happen.
That's true.
Because it was a stupid rule.
Yes, exactly.
What they should do, and this is the problem with these referees, they never, you know, Howard Webb never wants to admit when he's got it wrong.
Yeah.
That thing they brought in at the start of the season about delaying a restart was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. If a player made an obvious delay, which they've always had that tool, they could book the player.
Yeah.
Right? But instead, they brought this stupid rule in, which ended up with 2 Arsenal players getting sent off for like next to nothing.
Yeah.
And then they started to realise the pressure's on now, because this is going to happen game after game after game. We're going to start seeing lots of players getting sent off, and they're going to get heavily criticised. Yeah. So what they've obviously done is, in their meetings and that, they've silently said, listen, ease it up a bit. Unless it's really obvious, don't give a yellow card. So that's what the referee did today, because there were 2 times when Forest players took the ball and threw it in the... And this other thing that they tried to say, he threw it away, but he threw it in the direction. Well, the ones today, they didn't throw it in the direction of the player.
Imagine.
Yeah, so...
If they're making a good...
Yeah, so I don't even know if I can blame the referee for that. I blame Howard Webb. I actually think the referee weren't that bad today. I thought I thought he let the game flow in really horrible conditions. It was raining.
We mustn't forget.
And he let the game flow. And even though sort of Arsenal, somebody next to me was saying, how comes we, in that first half, we picked up them 3 yellow cards and they had I do think they were yellow cards. Jorginho's one was a yellow card. Jesus' one was definitely a yellow card.
I don't know that yet. No, because
and Bakayo's one,
his face, by the way.
Bakayo's one, I feel it was a yellow card as well. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
The boot is high.
That one. But yeah.
I don't know if he didn't touch him. But if you notice, Saka was apologising to him afterwards.
Yeah.
So I do think all 3 of those were yellow cards, Ty.
Fair.
Okay, I'll have to see them again.
But
rating for the ref?
You give him a 6.
6. Okay.
Just because he did the delay the restart thing, but I really don't think that was his instruction.
Mikel Arteta.
Robbie.
9.
Wow.
250th game. You pointed that out in your interview. 250th game.
And Robbie's got better stats than Arsene winning
rate. Better win rate than
incredible.
Arsene Wenger, which is incredible in those 250 games, and he still ain't won the league, which has been that just shows how unlucky he's been really because of the dominance of Man City. But I thought today got everything spot on. If he'd have got the things he did today, if it don't work out, he's getting absolutely slaughtered. Very brave what he did today, but everything worked perfectly.
Yeah, hats off to him.
The players that he brought in did well, and maybe Jesus not as good as the thing, but Jorginho up until a point did all right. Everybody he brought in did all right.
Subs done well as well.
He made bringing off Jorginho when he was on a yellow was the right thing to do.
Learning.
The player that he brought on scores.
Yeah.
He then later on he made the decision to start with Saka, despite people like Julian saying they should be rested. Saka scores the first goal, brilliant. And then later on he brings on Sterling and Nwaneri. Sterling has the assist.
Yes,
Nwaneri scores the goal. It's like a perfect day on your 250th.
Yes.
No, actually, he's 10. I'm giving him a 10 out of 10.
Oh, raw.
Yeah.
Come on.
10 out of 10.
Right, you changed that after even on the Arsenal.
Nottingham Forest at the start of the day and the same amount of points as us. We made them look like a pub team today, right? We've kept a clean sheet. We've scored. We've been criticised for not scoring goals. We've scored 3 goals. The subs. It's a perfect day for Mikel Arteta.
And this hasn't affected him, and also City losing 4-0. Stay humble, eh? It all adds up nicely.
Stay humble.
Stay humble, eh? So yeah, 10 to Mikel Arteta.
10 out of 10.
And I just think for him as well, this result is so big for us as fans. Like we needed to start after international break with a good, positive and inspiring win.
He's not had to play Rice. He's not had to play Havertz.
That's
you know what I mean? He's only had to play Partey Arthur thing. You know what I mean? He's not had to play Martinelli. Perfect.
I was thinking which one's one. Anyway,
10.
But yeah, okay. And then finally the fans, Robbie and Ty.
10 out of 10 for the fans. Brilliant. Pouring rain, horrible conditions, but the fans were brilliant today.
Perfect.
Absolutely 10 out.
Apart from Ty.
And Robbie's funny. And in question. In answer to your question, Cecil, the reason why Gabriel M won, Martinelli is one because he came before Gabriel Magalhaes.
Oh, is that how you work it out? Thank you for that explanation. Well, listen, that is it for the player ratings. Let us know if you agree or disagree in the comments below, and give us your ratings as well. Like the video if you like the video, and we'll be back in Portugal for Sporting Lisbon versus
You coming
Arsenal
Portugal,
Champions
Ty?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
You ain't got your flight yet?
Not yet, but it's very.
The game's on Tuesday.
No. Well, I've just to cross the I's, dot the T's or whatever it is. No, I wish private. But hopefully I shall be there. Hopefully.
All right,
Hopefully we'll see you out there, and we'll be seeing you, and you'll be seeing us out there. So take care. We'll see you soon.
Good luck to all our teams. Peace.